Ayo. Aduh, nggak ada ward anjir.
Iya, nggak ada apa-apa makanya.
Masang ward tuh dia anjir.
Awas dari kanan. Berapa sih? 400. Berapa dia? 1000. Wah, masang ward dia. Oh, gak ada yang. Wow, wow. Kebanyakan, Pak.
Gak apa-apa lah
Kebanyakan.
itu WR datang. Gue silent
Nggak
woi.
bisa gua. Nggak bisa bantu.
Lu banyak TP dah.
Hah?
Lu TP terus kenapa sih?
Gue udah diincar sama Bloodseeker, jadi gue TP aja. Gue masih bertahan ya. Gak apa-apa. Udah di silent.
Sama gue juga butuh item. Ya kalau nggak menang warnya gini terus skornya nggak bakal punya duit buat war lah.
PP-nya nggak beli Vanguard dulu.
Bentar. Lah ini damage semua cuy. Gua beli BM dulu lah.
Kalau nggak ada Vanguard nggak bisa nahan juga nggak percuma.
Iya.
Ada Vanguard juga percuma cuy. Kita aja nggak bisa ngehit. Mending ngurangin damage mereka.
Bro, ada ulti sih. Gimana ya? Silent sih. Silent. Waduh.
Aduh, kenapa udah mati anjir. Radiance lagi.
Ah! No! Fuck you.
Ya jangan pernah pakai poker lagi lah lu ah. Repotin anjing.
Enggak, cu, kita kalah demek, cu. Gak ada apa-apa ini.
Bro-nya di bawah udah dikumpulin dulu.
Iya, halo. Halo, Dek.
Halo.
Iya, astagfirullah, Dek.
Iya. Dota cuy. Mati dia tuh WR. Capek nggak sih kayaknya?
Nice.
Dokter udah tadi tuh harusnya begitu gitu. Biar aman. Ayo.
Habis tuh mana?
Terus.
Wah, anjir, sakit cok. Woi, radiansi ayo. Nggak ada. No. Fuck you, man. Berapa udah multi ya?
Udah.
Anjing, sakit bener. Pada.
Di spam aja mbak.
Iya, tahu. Ini ada cooldown, Cok.
Sakit tuh.
Lihat nih bagaimana gua ngejar dia, Cok.
Tungguin mbak, gue datang dulu. Ya
Aduh,
lah.
nggak blank lagi deh.
Balik. Gue mau bikin power staff anjir. Sini gue pakai support dalam. skill itu udah kena dua-duanya kelop.
Aduh, mati gua sama bebek anjir.
Report aja nih terminal nanti kan kita bertiga, nanti dia abadon langsung.
Beja maju.
Balik mbak. Oh, holy shit.
Tuh kan. BS-nya mati ya karena gue BM anjir otak.
Ja,
Hah?
Wah, iya.
aku minta balon dong.
Apa?
Minta balon. CC.
Minta balon.
Nah, Re,
Siapa? Aku. Oh, bentar,
apa
bentar.
kok?
Ah, aku ngasih balon ke kamu gitu?
Iya, minta.
Emang bisa ya?
Bisa lah.
Aku nggak bikin balon tapi.
Oh, nggak usah.
Balon apa sih?
Kok aku bikin dulu.
Lu ngomongin apaan sih?
COC.
Astaga, COC dong.
Aku dong request kasih. Nah,
Ya, beres aja.
Motor kagak main anjing.
Balon kah?
tolong ya Allah, cundu nih. Aduh, pengen balik gue.
Skill dua-duanya deh, gue kena itu.
Ya. Sabar, bentar.
Terus mbak, majuin terus, mbak, mati mbak, mati.
Anjir.
Wih, kayak tukang parkir.
Sialan, dodol anjir. Dianya BM dong pas gue udah sekarat anjir.
Gue bingung harus ngapain juga, udah kita maju aja, kesel gue. Juga nggak guna nih kontolnya.
Lelah.
Stop using fucking invoker, stupid cunt. Anjing, Jenny anjing. Kesel banget gue sama invokernya. Nggak ada invoker hari ini, tidak ada invoker game. No invoker game. Enggak.
Sabar.
Apa teman lu mau ikut?
Mau main sama cewek nggak? Dia jago loh.
Ya udah enggak apa-apa
Jago
deh.
banget. Jago banget.
Gue gak pentingin cewek, yang penting jago terus menang. Udah itu aja sih. Anjir. Gue mudik ke Jakarta nggak ya?
Ya, dia aja udah in-game.
Kita bertiga aja dah, sama-sama aja dah. Memang JOT yang baru udah keluar ya, season terakhir, episode terakhir. Ntar gue cari.
Apa?
Enggak, Game of Thrones yang season terakhir, yang episode terakhir. Episode 6. Oh, udah keluar episode 6.
When I was a girl, my brother told me it was made with 1,000 swords from Aegon's fallen enemies.
Hi everyone, it's Charlie. This is going to be my Game of Thrones finale video. So, finale on the video. Obviously, a spoiler warning for everything in the Game of Thrones finale. Because there's so much to get through, I just did this as a top 20 video instead of like the normal top 15 or top 10 that I would do. So starting with number 20, the title of the episode and the new intro. They changed some of the things about the intro because of all the damage to King's Landing last week. The title of the episode, maybe you're not surprised by this, was The Iron Throne. HBO's whole marketing campaign for season 8 was for the throne, so it makes sense that they would reference the Iron Throne in the finale title in some way. I was hoping it would be a reference to one of the books, but I feel like this is also probably acceptable. It was either going to be Dream of Spring or some reference to like a Time of Wolves, which used to be...
Bursa band. Poker di band dong, nyet. Ada in poker. Stop asshole.
the old title that George R. Martin had for Dream of Spring until he changed it. So in a way, it is a time for wolves now because the Stark family has almost, you could say, won the Game of Thrones effectively, even though the Stark that wound up on the throne wasn't the obvious choice. As I said, they changed King's Landing in the intro, the little model of it,
Tadi
to
normal
reflect all the
atau
battle
ranked?
Normal terus, Mbak.
Oh,
Santai
okay.
aja.
damage from episode 5. So the gates have been blown open, the Red Keep had been torn down just a little bit, but as we all saw during the episode, surprisingly, the only thing in the throne room left standing was the Iron Throne itself. The other thing that I liked about the intro is that you basically pick up with Tyrion doing almost the exact same thing that he did during Season 7, Episode 4, witnessing all the horror of what Daenerys had done burning all those Lannister troops, only now it's on a much, much bigger scale. So the way they filmed it was also really cool too, to put you in Tyrion's head, just to give you a sense for the horror and all the shock that he was going through in this moment. Number 19, they come on Grey Worm, who's executing all the Lannister soldiers that they've captured and defeated. Daenerys has commanded us to kill everyone who serves Cersei Lannister, so that's what we're going to do. And even though it looks like he and Jon Snow were going to throw down into a fight, I didn't actually expect there to be any fighting. I think they just wanted to let you know that the Unsullied were going to continue to be a big problem for them in the future, regardless of what would happen to Daenerys. So I know a lot of you are upset about what happened to Jon Snow at the end. I'll talk about that, don't worry. We'll get into all the endings for all the Stark.
Lu mau meet, Mbak?
Hmm?
Lu mau meet?
Kalau nggak apa-apa. Oke.
Ya udah, nggak apa-apa. Yang penting yang bener aja.
Yang bener aja, santuy.
Stop using fucking invoker. Jenny.
Jenny.
Jenny Barbarian. Itu musuhnya draw, lu kalah di mid kalau lawan draw. Put gedeng midnya nggak tahu deh. Tahu.
Characters, but you have to remember that the Unsullied would have always been a big problem had they not given them that win. Number 18, Tyrion walks back through the wreckage of the Red Keep. When he walks back through this room, he's mostly thinking about his time as Hand of the King, because that was all season 2. Then his time there with Tywin Lannister when Tywin became Hand of the King. So he spent a lot of time in this room here. Then obviously it sort of brings it full circle when he becomes the new Hand of the King at the end of the episode. But we're still mostly in shock and horror mode, so he obviously takes the torch down into the basement to the escape route to see if Jaime and Cersei got out, and it finds their bodies. So the music of the episode finally cuts in once he sees their faces and starts breaking down crying, and it's a remix of the Reigns of Castamere, which they've kind of been using as a Lannister theme for the past couple of
Aku
seasons.
PUBG Mobile dulu yang dulu ya.
Oke.
Hah? Mobile Legend? Dia pakai hero yang bisa-bisa
Tenggo anjir.
Tenggo. Ayo Tenggo, beli Tenggo.
So pretty much the first half of the episode is all really, really sad. Everyone's either completely horrified at what's happened, or they're just crying openly. Like you saw the Northern soldier that they walked by on their way to the Red Keep, just breaking down into tears. Nobody except for the Unsullied and the Dothraki can handle it, but they're super jazzed up. They're like, oh yeah, this is gonna be awesome. This new regime, we're gonna go around and liberate the world. So number 17, Daenerys makes her grand entrance, and I love the way that they shot her in front of Drogon, so when his wings unfurl, it's almost like she's the dragon. You've woken the dragon, like Viserys used to say. You don't want to wake the dragon, do you? And she gives them her best dictator speech. So it's this grand victory celebration. She gets them all stoked up about this new...
Lah, enggak, stop lagi, ngaco lu. Orang gua lagi kompe anjing. Goblok.
Share dong. Thank you.
Apaan Tenggo? Nih tuh Tenggo tuh biar kenyang. Tos mbak. Tos mbak.
Apa? Ya Allah. Berisik banget.
Biar BP gue naik mbak.
new campaign that she's going to start all over the world, and suddenly it starts to sink in. Like you look at Tyrion and Jon Snow looking at each other. I loved a lot of the non-verbal acting that they did the first half of the episode when they're just kind of reacting, not sure what to do about Daenerys. I'll talk about what happened.
Carry-nya sampe anjir. Udah gue save lang deh. Gue carry. Nggak ada carry-nya dong berarti. Bloodsucker doang.
Aduh,
Ya Allah, Mbak udah deket juga aku deh.
mati gua.
Ya Allah, item gue kagak nyampe. Udah pakai.
Stun lah. Anjir, ya elah. Trennya dipakai lagi.
Ngehe. Ini caranya Newport dong.
Oh nice. Aduh mati gue. Ya dia gak ada mana lagi.
Are you retard? Are you retard dong, nyet? Dibilang retard. Retard, nyet.
Bodoh ya anjir, anjir TP semua sih bangsat.
Holy shit. Apa sih kok nggak mau makan tenggo gitu, goblok?
Iya Des. Iya loh.
Beneran ya?
Aku orang Semarang ya?
Bukan anjir, gue di Jogja. Gue lagi liburan Jogja. Liburan
Oh
2
Des
bulan.
Des kayak orang Semarang.
Gak tahu deh gue. Gue juga udah mulai ketularan orang Jogja nih, ngomongnya udah jauh-jauh dikit. Ngaco nih. Oh, lo di Semarang, Mbak? Astagfirullahaladzim.
Ayo maju.
Iya, Ju.
Anjir gak ada mana cu, what the fuck. Ya thanks. Aduh di silent dong anjay. Balik. Mati. Enggak anjir. Aduh kepala gue pusing.
Sama.
to the Dothraki and the Unsullied at the end of the episode too, because I know like there's this big idea of a campaign that they're not really going on anymore. Daenerys names off a couple big places that we haven't visited in Game of Thrones yet. There's a lot of places on the southern parts of the map that we've never actually visited, like Sothoros. So I think that
Ya, ih, klik kiri gua kenapa sih anjir? Baik, 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 baik.
Aduh, nggak ada carry. Si Mirana yang nggak mau carry. Tumben ya ada orang Indonesia yang nggak mau carry. Grab, grab.
Nggak kena dong. Ya kan langsung TP lo, temennya inisiatif banget anjir.
Ruptor aja yang ada, Mbak.
Ya gimana ya, temennya berpeluang semua anjir. Aduh, mati gua.
Nah, gocek aja. Udah bisa, ya Allah. Mantap kan?
Mirananya Mirana. SS-nya Mirana buat kabur anjir, bukan buat ngegeng.
Nah ini wannabe carry malah anjing.
Kepala gue sakit aja. Anjir nih ngapain ya? Bingung jadinya gue mau ngapain.
Aduh.
Dilepas anjir. Aduh. Tapi nggak tahu itu ke ACC apa enggak, soalnya friendlist timnya penuh.
Bang. Cewek kalau bohong tuh sering bohong gak sih cewek? Enggak.
Apa?
Cewek tuh sering bohong gak sih?
Apa?
Cewek tuh sering bohong gak sih?
Ya Allah, serius, Masya Allah.
Bukan, gue nanya tentang cewek gue, bukan gara-gara ACC
Oh.
ACC-an anjir.
Cewek sering bohong apa enggak? Ya tergantung lah.
Woi goblok, bantuin.
UTP.
Ntar bang
Kayak
aku
lagi
TP, Bang.
silent semua, gue bisa apa anjay?
Udah tahu bang.
Nice one. Oh shit.
Itu udah keikat
Cuk,
itu.
ini cuk.
Aduh,
Duh, di silent gue. Anjir, silent bang. Bang. Tut, siapa yang kentut? Sorry guys, kasar.
nggak apa-apa. Menjadi manusia itu lebih baik daripada
Aduh, gue bingung dah sumpah sih. Kalau udah di silent tuh bingung mau ngapain asli. Oh, 3.800. Ntar lah, gue farm dulu. Taruh. Apaan? Minta apa?
ini bisa nyetel lagu nggak sih? Discord tuh bisa nyetel lagu nggak, Mbak?
Bisa.
Caranya?
Lihat aja kalau ada botnya berarti bisa.
Buatnya yang mana?
Yalah, putih kamu. Skill 3 lah. Weh, balik dong dia. Aduh. Kenapa balik? Alah. Ya sengaja dapat 1, terus lu tadi pas lagi dikejar pun gitu lu skill 3 gitu.
ID berapa sih dari tadi ngomong invest in Dota ya lah ID 4 aja belagu banget. Kesel aja.
Astaga. Aduh, nggak ada obat kan.
Sel,
Iya,
lama lagi.
bentar. Anjir DR-nya, Bang. Kenapa Kak Juli?
Lama lagi.
Main lagi nggak tahu. Kayaknya ya, tapi aku makan dulu.
Udah lah, enak aja lah, GG. Capek cuy. Nyerah gue nyerah.
Iya.
Kenapa jangan pusing?
Udah tuh kan gini tuh lo kesel banget loh. Tadi hunternya. Bentar ya Kak Juli, ini aku kesel banget loh.
I wanna be carry with fucking tight hunter stupid dick. Motherfucker dames.
Tapi aku makan dulu ya Kak Juli.
Iya.
Ya apa-apa kok.
Kak Juli udah makan.
Lu bisa makan sendiri apa enggak? Kalau nggak bisa, lu bisa jadi jasa sih.
Kita main game untuk senang-senang.
Oh enggak, aku enggak.
Main game untuk melampiaskan kemarahan.
Aku enggak, kalau aku enggak sih.
Enggak ya?
Enggak. Apalagi kalau udah main CS tuh nggak bisa. Kalau buat fun tuh nggak bisa. Mending main sendiri sih asli. Kalau main CS.
Gue lebih baik tidak bermain CS.
I never see Mirana Zero soon. Iya betul. Iya gue juga nggak.
Karena dia
Jadi
basicnya
Mirana-
support. Dia tuh basicnya support. Tadi lu nggak ngeliat dia tuh emang pick
Ya enggak, maksudnya seenggaknya bantu gitu dari jauh.
Dia berarti kalau pick support dia nggak bisa pakai hero itu. Kalau dia bisa pakai hero itu pasti dia udah
Sabar.
udah
Aduh.
safe line.
Apa lu come?
Itu mbak yang gede
Alah.
tuh, Mbak. Nice. Udah lah push lah. Di jeep capek. Menangin kalahin lah. Nah, Mita kagak mau di push bos.
Ayo mid. Sabar. Aduh, radian gue. Nah, muter terus. Anjing. Muter. Nice. Gue
Terus mbak.
Tuh,
Mbak silent mbak. Mbak.
iya sakit ternyata dia bapak-bapak.
Sakit banget kalau dijauhin sakit, kalau dideketin enggak kan enak ya.
Ya sama lah kayak deketin dia gitu.
Iya.
Iya.
Iya. Nah, nggak ikutan deh gue masalah pribadi ya. Masalah rumah tangga orang nggak deh.
Aduh, rumah tangga siapa deh? Ya Allah, santai bos.
Sama gue liat fightnya. I wanna be carry like a fucking stupid tight hunter. Ya emang bisa level 25 jadi carry, tapi nggak gitu juga bos. Aganim.
You guys don't want to ward, so I need to arrow creeps to farm and ward. Ya.
Ya, lu kira support duitnya sekaya apa anjay. Aduh, gua denger suara bot.
Levelnya habis.
BTW Dota tuh ada stepnya loh.
Mana? Loh udah.
Udah
Udah
gone.
mau gua.
I don't need fucking team. I just need fucking Dagon. Dagon for life, bitches.
Dan ini buat apa ini? Buat apa nih?
Apaan?
Ngilang buat apa?
Siapa yang hilang? Gak tahu.
Kan nggak mau gua. Gak lagi war juga.
Gak tahu.
Dan nggak akan war juga.
Gak tahu. Coba Anda telepon 911. Mungkin dia kelainan otak. Gak tahu gimana. Gak ngerti saya. Apa sih nyet? Kan udah dicek bapak. Nggak ada kan? Janda anjing nganceng ya, lu belum keras anjing, janda lu. Capek.
Kenapa?
Capek gue, capek. Selamat.
Selamat maksudnya?
Au. Bo, indok kali dia ngomong selamat, selamat datang. Useless. Udah nyet, anjing gue juga butuh farming nyet. Gue mau beli agon nyet, kagak bisa sampain juga nyet. Gila. Pokoknya dagon aing harus jadi. I don't miss. Apa BKB? Tidak ada apa-apa. Astagfirullah.
Ya Allah.
Oh, goblin.
Lah,
Cabut ya, Mbak.
ini gue cabut.
Tarik dong ya.
Balik aja lah. Balik. Aduh sorry ya, gue nontonin doang nih. Gue nunggu momen tertepat untuk ngomong silent. Somebody know.
Balik,
Oh my
balik.
god.
Buset tuh Bloodsucker larinya udah kayak apaan tau?
Gue bingung ya. Maju pun gue nggak bisa. Ada silent, ada stun, ada ya gitulah. Silentnya aja ada 2 ya kan. Dari daerah aja udah lama. Tambah
Udah.
lagi sama itunya.
Larinya bes tadi kencengnya kayak kalau cewek
Iya,
gua
kalau
nggak ada
habis-
orang di rumah.
Iya. Ya Allah.
Kenceng banget lari.
Langsung gas ya.
Sama cewek gue. Naik angkot. Nih kan.
Allah. I can do anything. Kan salah nge-silent jadinya.
Tolong naing.
Iya. Lah elah. Aduh, tarik kan.
Gila, Poge udah kayak babi anjir, keras banget.
Percuma nih, dia ada ini, ada gem nih kelihatan.
Hey, easy boy. Padahal ini harus game gampang loh. Lihat deh, musuhnya aja nggak bisa nge-push gitu loh. Nih, lihat tower bawah belum ke-push gitu loh. Game gampang banget sebenarnya. Kira kebeli dagon.
Underpass ada OP.
Ada citak. Beda game ya.
Aduh ayo dong, buruan kelar, gue lapar anjir.
Sama gue juga. Mau nyusul. Astagfirullahaladzim ya Allah. Kaget gue. Apaan sih?
Kenapa sih?
Minta mana? Ini ngapain sih goblok? Bawa, 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 bawa.
Nggak war-war dong.
Mereka juga ngumpulin duit, Mbak. Enggak, Rosan. MMR segini nggak mikir Rosan, bos. Coba cek kalau nggak percaya. Nggak bakal mikir Rosan.
Gue bikin apa ya?
Bikin apa lo? Pancake, pancake.
Ada ini nih. Di atas semua nih. Kan?
Ah, Rosan ya baru. Itu baru Rosan tuh.
Duh, gue lapar sumpah woi.
Nih konyol mau iniin gue nih, gue stuck nih. Mampus. Mampus. Nih gak jelas goblok ya, gue skill ya.
Ini malah bercanda dong. Astaga.
Ini mau lo gue skill jadi slow lo anjing.
Ayo 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 nih ayo nih. Tapi ada ya, Putginya punya ini ya?
Gem. Gem simulator mbak.
Nggak tuh, yang muncul dua dulu. Mereka tuh gitu.
Namanya taktik. Taktik boomware.
Tuh, kan juga nih.
Gila BKB dong nyet. BKB dia bos. Drone-nya di belakang gue. Drone-nya dari belakang dong. Nice. Nice, kabur dari mana dia? Dia satanik, Mbak. Iya, yeah, gebuk terus, Mbak. Gebuk terus, Mbak. Kasih silent, Mbak, dia. Dia itu pakai ini. Nah, mati dia baru. Terus.
Ayolah gas woi.
Langsung push. Idih.
Ya sabar.
Ini. Bloodnya untung cewek. Ya, Mbak.
Bodoh amat anjing.
I want it
Ya jangan dong, jangan bikin manta dong. Satu aja gue bingung gimana nyerangnya. Apalagi bikin manta.
Ya udah lu pakai ini aja.
Please jangan.
Itu udah
Enggak
sange
itu
kan?
DR-nya.
Itu udah sange kan, Mbak? Maksudnya sange asa kan? Goblok.
Iya.
Udah sange asa. Jangan sange maksudnya. Goblok.
Ayo terus. Terus cleaning terus. Terus. Wih, gila.
Kalau jadi jago gitu, Mbak?
Iya kalau emang itemnya udah jadi gol, ya gitulah. Namanya item. Tapi kalau
Sombong
buat
ya?
farmingan awal-awal nggak bisa
Nggak suka
tuh.
saya, nggak suka ya kalau udah sombong.
Ya udah
gini.
bodo amat sih. Justru gue latihan sombong biar kayak di Corbusier.
Nah, gua nggak ikutan deh.
Apaan sih ngeping-ngeping, berisik banget ya tuh. Bacot. Bacot. Apa kamu? Apa? Apaan sih? Iya.
Biasa dia terlalu lama sendiri jadi nggak gitu deh, kasihan deh,
Ya gitu lah ya.
nggak pernah dikasihin.
Gak jadi bodyguard gua dong deh.
Udah ke bagi-bagi juga sama support, nggak gue beliin ward lagi nih. Gue juga bisa nih, cepet daripada lu malah. Ayo sih, dia baik-baik.
Bodo amat anjir. Tolong ward bapak-bapak, aduh.
Nggak dengar, supportnya nggak dengar.
Yalah. Nggak, mereka juga nggak mau nge-dev loh, nggak mau nge-attack kayak itulah.
Nge-push.
Maksudnya gitu.
Mau di-push nggak? Aduh, teman gue yang goblok datang lagi. Nanti main lagi nggak, Mbak? Kalau mau main lagi main sama orang ini.
Gua makan dulu.
Gue suapin deh biar cepet.
Iya.
Enggak, maksudnya ini 2K game sosiet emang
Ya,
iya.
siap. Aduh, bodoh lah ya. Terciduk.
Lagi ngapain? Ah, ini nggak pernah digunain, gue juga pakai nih ah, udah. Udah kita nge-device sampai bego, udah biarin, dia juga nggak mau nge-push itu. Venice buat apaan Venice? Hah? Bolah. Biarin aja. Suka-suka dia, udah game dia udah. Dagon gua gak ngerasa anjing. Malah just si Rich, gue penasaran yang ngomong Rich siapa. Gila. Stop it like a fucking bitch. Fucking bitch. Fucking bitch. Iha. Dagon, motherfucker. Ini sampai ngomong is 50 menit.
50 menit masih.
50 menit
Gue
masih
juga
ngomong.
pernah sampai 80 menit. Hampir mau 2 jam. Ntar ya, gue makan dulu.
Oke.
Itu tuh si Kak Juli yang di bawah.
Yang mana
Dia
nih?
jago ya.
Yang mana?
Itu yang Juliani.
Yang mana nih? Ya lu lah yang ngajak.
Ya nanti gue makan dulu. Oke, bye.
The prequel series is going to pick up with some of those. Tyrion quits his hand to the king, which seems pretty logical. It seems like he was building to that moment, like, I can't have any of this. But predictably, she arrests him because she found out about him freeing Jaime. So after she gives Jon Snow a look, like she registers his disappointment, Arya shows up next to Jon like a ninja, and people start planting the idea to get rid of Daenerys into Jon's head. You have to kill her. There's no way that Sansa is ever going to bend the knee. Remember during episode 2 when they were talking about potentially letting the North be independent and Daenerys just recoiled at the thought? Like, there's no way that she's going to allow the North to be free. Jon Snow seemed like he was genuinely surprised with her skills. I don't think that he ever saw her steal a base, though, so maybe someday she'll talk to him about that. Because at the end of the episode, even though she says, I'm not coming back, it's always possible that a future version of Arya, way down the road, could come back and visit a very old version of Jon Snow. 15, Jon goes to visit Tyrion. They make a couple of jokes. There's a couple of references to dialogue from early in the series. He also references something that Maester Aemon said, love is the death of duty. So Aemon was actually talking about all the times that he had to not go help his family after he had taken the Black. Remember, Maester Aemon is very old, so he took the Black after the period of the Blackfire Rebellion, after that settled down, with the Blood Raven, who also took the Black at the same time, but he was much older at the time before he became the Three-Eyed Raven. Maester Aemon took the Black when he was a young man, so all these subsequent wars and problems in the Targaryen family, he just had to sit out and watch it all play while he was up at the wall. One of his great regrets most recently was during Robert's Rebellion. He wasn't able to come to Daenerys' aid. He was talking about a Targaryen alone in the world being a very terrible thing. A lot of Tyrion's conversation with Jon Snow is referencing things that people were trying to deal with after last week's episode.
Itu
So
temen
there
lu
were a lot
udahan
of
main?
people after
Temen dia
Daenerys
udah.
burned King's Landing.
Enggak, itu temen lu yang tadi kemana?
Embo, nggak tahu dia.
Bu. Lah piye koncone dhewe lah orang ngerti.
Udah santai aja dong.
Ya santai aja.
Mana nggak ada dia? Dia menghilang bang.
Ngambek apa dia?
Ditelan bumi.
Bismillah, makan.
Ya, mau. Oh enggak.
Hmm?
Enggak.
They were trying to point to all the things that foreshadowed that she was going to be doing something like this. Jon sort of takes the voice of all the other people trying to defend
Udah
Daenerys.
makan.
He actually does try to defend Daenerys' actions for a brief period. It's just a stupid,
Kagri.
stubborn Ned Stark level honor that always gets
Udah
me into
makan.
trouble. She's my queen. It will be for her to decide who sits on the Iron Throne. The only thing
Loh,
that
aku
really
nanya kamu
gets
loh, kalau
Jon
aku
is
lagi
when
makan
Tyrion
ini.
kind of slips in that line about his sisters. Do you think that your sisters will ever bend the knee? So it's not really clear what moment exactly Jon Snow makes up his mind, but I think it's while he's walking to the Iron Throne room, by the time he has that last speech with Daenerys before he decides what he's going to do. Even though it totally wasn't necessary, I love the scene of Jon trying to slowly edge his way by Drogon, who was just sleeping underneath that pile of snow. And it was snow, so I will talk about Daenerys' vision in the House of the Undying. Number 14, though, they obviously pay off that vision with a couple of minor edits, like they destroyed way more of the throne room. I think that was just to be truer to the actual damage that she had done, and to let more light in, because it's very dark during that scene when she's in the House of the Undying. So miraculously, the only thing that survived in that room was the Iron Throne itself, and just like her vision, she reaches out and touches it with a hand. This is almost the exact same scene. Emilia Clarke actually said that this was the very last scene that she filmed. It was just a small insert of her hand, which is obviously the scene of her reaching to touch the Iron Throne, the thing that she's fought for this whole time. Just like in the vision, she does not get a chance to sit on the Iron Throne, though, before Jon Snow walks in. And, you know, whatever she was feeling in that moment earlier when she gave him that look, she's completely past it. She's drinking her own Kool-Aid. She's excited to build this new world by force, it seems, and Jon Snow is still just trying to talk her out of it. What about all the children? Have you seen any of the destruction on the streets? Even though I never felt like Emilia Clarke and Kit Harington had great chemistry together, so I never really bought them as a couple, I did love this scene. Obviously, they had to nail it because it was such an important scene, so I do think that regardless of what you think about the story, they did a great job of performing that. Number 13, though, Jon Snow obviously says, "You'll always be my queen," and winds up killing her. I think the exact moment that he finally decided that he had to kill her was when she said those other people, when he references what about all the other people and what they think is a good idea, is when Daenerys says those other people don't get to decide. So it's basically her giving her really great tyrant speech, having drunken all of her own Kool-Aid. Then fulfilling the prophecy for the next part of her vision of the House of the Undying, before she actually gets to sit on the Iron Throne, she walks through this door into the afterlife where she sees Khal Drogo and her baby Rhaego that died. Predictably, number 12, Drogon senses that something's wrong, comes to find Daenerys. You do kind of think that he's going to kill Jon for a second, until he just unleashes flame everywhere in his grief. I know it seemed weird that he melted the Iron Throne specifically, like you wonder how smart he is. Like, is he burning that purpose, or is he just breathing out flame because he's in distress? I think it's more that he's in distress and they just filmed it in a way that seemed coincidental, like, oh, he just happens to be melting the Iron Throne, this thing that Daenerys had been fighting for her whole life. I mostly expected going into the episode that they would destroy the Iron Throne in one way or another, and the only way to melt it down like that is to use Dragonfire, because when Aegon was forging the Iron Throne after the conquest, he had to use Balerion the Black Thread to help smelt all the swords. It actually took them months. In the books, the story is that it was actually smiths that made it, like a smith would make a sword, so they made the Iron Throne, but because they're not artists and craftsmen, that's why the real Iron Throne of the books is so asymmetrical looking. Whatever lines of dialogue to the story she tells that Viserys told me as a child about the Iron Throne, 1,000 swords, imagine what that looks like to a little girl. It's just the writers making a really meta joke about their version of the Iron Throne, because this is obviously not 1,000 swords. This is what 1,000 swords looks like. But the reason why they didn't make this version of the Iron Throne for the TV show is because it'd be way too unwieldy to film, so they just had to make something that would fit on camera better. Drogon flies away with her body, headed east. We don't know what he's going to be doing going forward, but Bran makes a reference saying, maybe I can find him. Like, I think that's a joke about him potentially warging the dragon, because it's been such a big fan theory for so long, and him just using his normal abilities to warg ravens and other animals to just get information when he wants it. There's a small time jump. We learned that Tyrion and Jon Snow have been imprisoned by the Unsullied for several weeks, because you see all this beard growth on Tyrion. So number 11, there's been enough time for a great council to form, and you have all the different realms being represented by a lot of people that are familiar. There are a couple of new people here too. There's Sansa and Arya representing the North, Gendry representing the Stormlands with one of his new bannermen, Edmure Tully representing the Riverlands, Brienne and Davos, I don't know exactly which region they're going to be representing, but Yara Greyjoy representing the Iron Islands, Sweet Robin and Jon Royce representing the Vale, and then the new Prince of Dorne. I don't know who this actor is, I don't know which family he belongs to, if he's a Martell or if he's one of their cousins, but they're basically trying to
Batok mas,
placate
buset.
the Unsullied, because the Unsullied and the Dothraki still control King's Landing, but there's a northern army outside the gates because they want to get Jon Snow back. Davos even offers Grey Worm and the Unsullied land in the Reach to form their own house, and he's like, nope, not having it, but he wants justice. He's out for blood, so they have to make the deal with him. So a lot of this gets into the logic of how they send Jon Snow back to the North. But they need a new king, so number 10, Tyrion gives this big speech about why Bran should be king, Bran the Broken, first of his name, because stories are what bring all them together, and Bran has all the best stories. He literally a living memory of everything in human history, so of course he has the best stories. But remember, he's also the keeper of everyone's secrets as well. So the other reason why he's a really good king is because of his ability to gather information. Like, he does kind of need a master of whispers, as he says later, but because he can warg the ravens and other animals, he can get whatever information he wants from anywhere. He even says, why do you think I came down this whole way when they offer him the crown? Because he's basically saying that I saw this in the future, I knew it was going to happen. I'm sure we'll be talking about the logic of picking Bran as king going forward, because a lot of people were expecting Jon Snow to sit on the Iron Throne. So you guys can let me know in the comments, what do you think about the logic of the choice? And, you know, give him some of Bran's skills. I think as long as he has the right people around him, which it kind of seems like he does, he should be okay. And the way that Isaac Hempstead Wright explains it is that this version of Bran, having had his powers for a couple seasons now, has gotten better at using them and is therefore more able to interact with people like an actual person would. Whereas way back at the beginning of season 7, when he first came back to Winterfell, he was a little bit more like a turnip. All hail King Turnip, first of his name. Big changes to the realm going forward, though. Number 9, Sansa claims that the North has fought too hard and lost too much. They're never going to bend the knee, so she wants to remain independent. Bran, now
balik lagi,
acting as king, allows that to happen.
Enggak apa-apa.
Itu opai siapa anjir?
Ada telon, Mbak.
Wadah.
Ada yang di bawah itu, bentar.
Itu invite tuh yang ID tadi.
Apa?
Invite yang aku kasih ID tadi.
Let's get it.
Bentar, lagi makan.
He says, okay, fine, you get to be independent. So Sansa is technically queen in the North. They even cheer her at the end of the episode when they put the crown on her head, just like they cheered Jon Snow when they named him king in the North at the end of season 6. But all the other realms are still going to be part of Bran's new regime, including Dorne. So they have a joke about it when Tyrion says, all hail Bran, king of the 6 kingdoms. Number 8, though, big surprise, Bran names Tyrion his hand of the king and his penance for all the bad things that he's done. He reminds them about killing Shay, about killing Tywin. Even the Unsullied still want his head because of his role in Daenerys' death. But Bran says that he's going to serve penance by helping make the realm better one day at a time for the rest of his life. This is one of those interesting scenarios where I feel like he had been executed by Daenerys or the Unsullied. 7, the compromise with the Unsullied to keep them from starting another protracted war in King's Landing is to make Jon Snow take the black, his consequence for killing Daenerys. So if you were confused by why they had to do that, it was because the Unsullied had almost the exact same number of troops that all of the other northern west of Westeros. So if we're talking about satisfying conclusions for characters, I feel like Arya, she references her line of dialogue from season 6, I think it was either episode 8 or one of the middle episodes, where she's talking about what's west of Westeros. So if we're talking about satisfying conclusions for characters, I feel like Arya's conclusion is pretty satisfying. Sansa's makes sense as well. We all kind of expected her to become Queen of the North. 4, Brienne becomes the new commander of the King's Guard, wearing the golden armor. She looks through the white book of names. She sees Arthur Dayne, Barristan Selmy, and then Jaime Lannister, and continues filling in the rest of his great deeds the last couple of seasons. The really interesting thing about Brienne's love story with Jaime and her becoming the Lord Commander of the King's Guard is it also mirrors Barristan Selmy's story because he was commander of the King's Guard for a long time. Brienne did not get to be with the person that she loved, so it was destined to be tragic romance. Barristan Selmy was also in love with Ashara Dayne as a young person, but did not get to be with her because she killed herself when she learned of Arthur Dayne's fate at the Tower of Joy. She threw herself from battlements. 3 is the new small council, so Tyrion has a funny moment. He's sort of settling in, and obviously it's a big callback to season 2 when he became Hand of the King during the early seasons. But his small council is now Bronn, who is master of coin. They're going to finance the reconstruction of King's Landing because of all that damage. Davos is the new master of ships. Samwell is the new Grand Maester. I felt like that was a very appropriate choice. And then obviously they say that they need a new master of laws, a new master of whisperers, and a new master of war. And big surprise, Bronn got that bigger castle. He wound up getting Highgarden. The only thing that I was not really happy about with this scene was them actually doing the Lord of the Rings ending where Frodo is finishing Bilbo's book, The Lord of the Rings, and he writes it down. Oh, Maester Ebros finished his book about the wars after Robert's Rebellion. I helped him with the title. It's called A Song of Ice and Fire. Maybe you laughed during that scene, but I felt like they could have done without that joke. Also, Tyrion tries to tell his honeycomb brothel story again. I'll do a separate video talking about that too, because I think we've actually figured what the story out is. Podrick is also part of the King's Guard you find too, and he's the one who is now charged with wheeling Bran all over the Red Keep wherever he wants to go. Number 2 is A Time for Wolves, the ascension of the Stark children. So remember, like I said, George R. R. Martin's original title for the final book in A Song of Ice and Fire was going to be called A Time for Wolves. Sansa being crowned Queen in the North, wearing a new gray dress that looks kind of like the Heart Tree because it's got those red leaves all over it. Arya still has her Valyrian dagger and is on the ship with the Stark sigil sailing west of Westeros to the mysterious western continent that we don't really know anything about. Then Jon arrives at Castle Black and becomes the new 1000th Lord Commander of the Night's Watch. He's both the 998th Lord Commander, then remember he passed the duty on to Ed, who became the 999th Lord Commander, so now that Jon Snow is back, he's even number 1000, so you kind of see how they did that. Ghost is there, he gives him all the good boy pets and hugs that he deserves, so we finally got that. I was really happy that they finally had a Ghost scene at the end. But then number 1, their final scene is of them walking north of the wall, taking the wildlings back to what is now their territory again. And you see this little green plant growing up right next to the wall. I think that's just a reference to a dream of spring, as in things are getting warmer, they're getting better. Everything that was destroyed during the war with the White Walkers and then with each other in the realm, the Civil War, is going to grow back. But you notice that the theme song that they're playing is actually a remix of the Stark theme mixed with the official Game of Thrones theme. They also played a remix of the Game of Thrones theme when Daenerys was touching the Iron Throne earlier too. They're also walking into the Haunted Forest, which was the very first place that the show started in the pilot episode. The Haunted Forest was where that first big scene where they saw the White Walkers was, where they opened the pilot episode. I know you're all asking the big question, how close is this ending to George R. R. Martin's ending in the books? I will do a separate video about that tomorrow because a lot of it will be the same, but there will be some differences. So don't worry, that'll be a whole separate video. There's so much to unpack and process about the finale. I still don't know how I feel about it. It's going to take me a couple days to figure it out. I will do a couple more videos talking a little bit more about the ending and what's next for the characters going forward because
Bodoh.
Ayo.
Apa? Lah temen lu
Ayo.
jadi ikut nggak ini? Siapa namanya?
Iya, sabar sebentar ya.
My name is Jeff.
My name is Jel. Haha. Bentar. Kak Juli.
Wah, gila infokernya boleh boljok nih.
Aku ya dikit lagi.
Hah? Masih in game? Oke.
Angkat aku ya kakak, aku mau selesai BP nih kakak Jeff. Aduh. Infokernya boljok.
Kita main turbo atau ranked atau
Normal please. Gue mau selesai BP mbak.
Oh itu ancient.
Gak apa-apa deh.
Bisa ngepin nggak?
Biar si Encennya menggendong.
Kalau udah bisa mbak, aku ganti ID.
Hah?
Kalau
Normal
udah
kok.
bisa ngepin,
Iya,
oh
iya.
normal.
Ganti ID aja bang, yang biar lawannya lebih gampang.
Nggak apa-apa.
Sumpah? Oke. Soalnya gue mau pakai Grimstroke lagi.
Kalau gue sih yakin aja.
Oh, oke, gila. Gue sih yakin sih.
Aku mau putar lagu lawas.
Tenggungan dia lagi. Yes, another one. Challenge the song. Ya, what the voidnya. Disruptor Phoenix. Gue harus pakai voiceless void gak ada? My name is Jeff.
Bentar, gue mau siri dulu biar bisa save.
Halo semua, kembali lagi sama gue Christopher Revin and welcome back to my Fortnite Battle Royale video. Dan di video kali ini kita akan bermain sebuah mode game Fortnite terbaru hasil kerjasamanya dengan film John Wick Chapter 3 ya, Parabellum. Dan di sini kita bermain mode Quick's Bounty. bersama dengan Faris Saad dan Diki The Bangkongs. So buat kalian yang penasaran
Iya,
seperti apa
bener Dota.
gameplay mode terbaru ini, langsung aja kalian nonton. Kalau misalnya kalian suka, jangan lupa kasih like, share, subscribe kalau punya. Subscribe juga ke channelnya Faris dan Diki. Bukan taruh link deskripsi ke channel mereka di deskripsi di bawah maksudnya. Dan ya, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Cheers guys and bye bye. Anjir, Lizard pakai jas jelek banget pak. Bolong lehernya anjir.
Oh, Lizard itu yang season kemarin ya?
Iya, season kemarin. Lizard ini nih di sini nih. Jelek banget anjir.
Ada Ghost Rider aja.
Gak ada leher anjir. Ayo kemana kita guys?
Bebas.
Bebas ya, ngikutin misi gue kok gitu ya.
Apa? Maksudnya nggak apa-apa.
Iya.
Yang mana sih tanda lu ungu ya? Sebenarnya kita
Ya,
tinggal
yang
butuh bunuh orang nomor 1 aja, survive sampai akhir.
Iya,
Bunuh orang
bener.
nomor 1.
Iya bener.
What the fuck?
What the fuck man? Malah
Ada orang spectate gua 3 orang.
Hah?
Cheater.
Iya gue juga ada.
Oh enggak deh, bukan cheater itu teh yang lagi di bus temennya.
Oh.
Wah cheater aja nih.
Jago banget.
Oh aduh.
Cheat mulu.
Nah, sebenarnya iya tahu enakan kita di akhir baru bunuh nomor 1 karena kalau kita nomor 1 di mapnya ada terus.
Iya.
Nih di Sunny Step banyak nih. Banyak orang. Ada satu squad. Nggak banyak sih satu squad. Sunny Step.
Erupsi masih ada kan? Masih ada.
Masih ya tuh.
Gue makanya tadi ngelut dulu.
Senjata ya.
Astaga, ada bangke. Gue serasa gue mau bunuh mereka malah gue yang dibunuh anjay.
Goblok kaget anjing ah. Gue mau ini dulu pasang sih ya pasang. Minum.
Kurang ajar mereka.
Ya
Mana Paris?
Di bawah.
Mana sih? Gila mana iya nah.
Ntar.
Ada satu lagi.
Tempat tinggal.
Minum air putih dulu nih guys.
Kanan ada orang sini. Tuh. Arah itu tuh. Kasih tahu ada bangkong. Nice, mantap. FF nih, betul. Sangat mirip sekali. Kepala gua kegedean.
Fix niru ini mah sampai gak ada pintunya gini nih.
Ada pintunya ini ya teh.
Waduh. Udah ya habis ya? Udah 5 tadi.
Enggak udah pada pindah tempat. Ya Devin darahnya udah 2 lagi Devin.
Hah? 2? Oh iya dong. Ada orang nih deket gua. Di sini.
Jangan mati ntar jadi 3 dong.
Jadi dulu.
Ya di ping dulu dong.
Tahu dia ya ternyata ya. Jatuh.
Ya ampun, Devin, bodoh kali Devin.
Devin 31, saudara-saudara sekalian.
Bodoh sekali Devin, aimingnya kayak ayam.
Paling depan.
Gak apa-apa, jodoh kita nyawanya cuma 1 harusnya. Gak apa-apa.
Dik ada mini gak Dik?
Abis. Tadi dapatnya big shield.
Gua mau balik ke sana ya, gua mau revenge.
Satu lagi
kan mau
ya.
baris.
Boleh.
Dia harus di revenge.
Kasihan ya, gue kasihan sama Apek tau gak sih? Padahal ping-ping ini dari Apek semua awalnya
Iya
gitu loh.
sih.
Respawn dari Apek.
Kata Fortnite, thank you my friend.
Iya makasih ya udah hadir.
Thank you for dying katanya.
Udah menggantikan ini. Menggantikan hype-nya sekarang.
Makasih ide-idenya.
Season 9 kita modernkan.
Ya oke kita ntar ada skill di internet kayaknya. Gimana kalau seperti
lama-lama sliding juga nih Fortnite.
ini ada diambil padahal dari Apek. Ya ada yang mati lagi.
Enggak. Gua pakai Rift to Go. Cheers.
Bawa ke sini, Vin.
Udah mati dia.
Pikir bener juga gitu lah. Apek itu kayak, oh this is pink,
Riz.
bagus gitu loh.
Ini mati ya? Enggak ada yang main.
Udah gua nyalain tadi.
Kayak lo tau gak sih Apex itu kayak mantan yang cuma ngasih tahu jelek lu apa, ninggalin lu dan
Juli masih.
iya, lebih baik lagi. Iya.
Oh my god, why Apek?
Oke.
Terima kasih sudah memberikan aku fitur-fitur baik Apex.
Iya, terima kasih sudah
Ini ada
ide terbaru ya.
Kalau kata Adera, dan kau hadir merubah segalanya.
Kalau nggak ada Apek, nggak bakal kepikiran respon, enggak ya? Kita gua.
Bukan gak pikiran respon, Riz. Ninja gak bakal minta respon.
Iya. Nggak bakal ada ping-pingan kayak gini.
Nggak ada.
Nggak ada.
Thanks to Apex, Fortnite become better.
Sian. Ayo naik adopsi nih. Ada campfire nih kalau mau ngisi darah. Ayo Vin, sini Vin.
Masih aja nyebutnya erupsi ya.
Nah, erupsi bangke kesel kok. Ngomong geyser susah banget.
Lu di mana Vin? Ini sih itu nih.
Ini bear hook, gua ke bear hook. Bear hook.
Sama si David juga situ.
Aku ke bear hook. Halo bear hook, my friend. Aduh, sini default lagi si bear hook.
Itu kayak Def Punk ya. Bener emang kayak Def Punk. Ayo sini Vin, campfire Vin.
Mana?
Sini.
Mana ikut aing. Anjing.
Tol dua.
Anjir. Nggak cocok banget ya John C.
Oji, tapi dia punya joget Oji loh.
Iya sih. Gue bales.
Tahu tahu.
Mana ya?
Ada orang keluar.
Di atas.
Ada orang keluar.
Lihat ini nih, ada impuls gua push, lihat taktikal impuls gua 360 dan
Mana?
Mana ya, ada dik.
Ada yang ngebuild.
Gua nggak denger apa-apa. Berhak jago sekali pakai.
Ini bawa gua,
di bawah tuh. Ada satu lagi di situ dik. Lihat ini taktikal nih namanya nih. Set.
Nah, mereka respon.
Nice.
Mereka yang satu respon.
Enggak. Oh, satu
Yang satu respon.
Kelihatannya dari mana?
Dropan senjatanya nggak ada.
Astaga.
Cuma ammo sama resource doang.
Anjing, kira dapat apain?
Curang. Aduh lucu banget.
Pap.
Resource
Banyak. Gua 400.
Iya, nanya doang.
Ya ampun.
Lu tebang-tebang aja, tebang.
Hidup seperti tukang kayu. Ada yang glider. Skin. Ya ampun, baru respawn glider mati lagi di sana amat.
Sebenarnya 100 doang ya. Sebenarnya kalau ada glider kita tinggal tembak aja.
Iya, makanya.
Dan dia udah pasti putih dan itu pasti bakal easy banget kill. Kalau ada pump dulu itu bener-bener mantap. Tapi sayangnya pump sekarang
Ketawanya kayak Aduh.
Hai guys.
kita lihat nanti Apek hero baru aja sampai sekarang masih belum keluar.
Hero
Apek, gua nggak tahu
baru.
kabarnya apa.
Legend sayang.
Sama aja lah.
Jadi nggak turnamen di Apek.
Iya, udah masuk pro team jadi nggak ada turnamen.
Ayo naik angin.
That game is real.
Nah, come on. Ntar Apek pasti comeback lah, come on. Kayak more itu bisa lebih baik gitu loh. Tinggal update seminggu sekali senjata baru, kita kasih seminggu sekali bodo amat tuh pistol semua.
Cheaternya dulu aja beresin.
Iya.
Ini di Salty rame nih.
Ini nih 2 tim. Yang satu di sini
Nomor
kasihan
satu.
banget.
Gua
Ya,
kejar yang
nomor
nomor
satu.
satu.
Yakin mau nomor 1 sekarang.
Tuh, lihat nih. Tuh, nomor satu tuh.
Iya.
Dia warna kuning-kuning, lihat kuning-kuning. Gua spray. Ya, welcome to season 9.
Iya.
Welcome to season 9.
Kasih tau Riz.
Welcome to season
Atas Riz.
9. Paling depan.
Riz, duduk gua Riz.
Nah, udah mati.
Hah?
Ada yang nge-push lo, Riz.
Captain.
Iya, bentar.
Holy shit.
Gua nembakin orang di bawah.
Kita langsung nomor satu.
Mama, tolong. Goblok, Tolong.
Mati kamu jembut.
Nyatanya begitu.
Mereka respon.
Di gua.
Nice. Nah, ini mati nih.
Di atas dikit tuh. Ih, potongin gua aja gak bisa nembak.
Di belakang atas kita.
Welcome to season 9. Welcome.
Mati.
Dari gua 2 anjay.
Nih gua ada ini nih. Ada campfire sama mini shield banyak nih. Pap. Udah. Waduh, Faris. Emas. Oh iya, Faris sama emas.
Tukar lah.
Gara-gara ke 1 ya.
17 tahun udah emas.
Iya.
Aduh.
Gua hitam nak. Kalau gua ini tidak padahal.
Untung bukan John
Abang
Cena
kalau
yang
ini abang
emas.
hitam baru.
Mana ini teh?
Baru leh.
Oh, nih.
Gua gak ada itu loh, gak ada stok darah. Lihat Diki 1 darahnya.
Tuh, 1,
Anjir.
2, sini semuanya tuh 2, 3. Kok kayak ada yang bikin? Oh, kita yang bikin. Gua ada rift to go mau pakai sekarang apa nanti?
Ngapain?
Gitu lah ya,
Astagfirullah. Aduh.
Sekarang juga nggak apa-apa. Kita ambil polar, apa sih ini?
Ambil yang itu dah, tempat high ground
Ini nih
itu,
kesini yuk.
Mana?
Ayo boleh. Enggak, kalau ke sono mah pakai ini aja, pakai quantum realm.
Anak Tito kena
Quantum
baca.
realm.
Di mana quantum?
Itu di depan.
Anak Tito kena baca.
Saya pakai itu ada quantum realm.
Anjir, quantum realm gue ya.
Pokoknya anak Tito.
Minta resource dong nanti.
Gue punya 99 semua nih. Gue 99 semua.
Enggak ada 100 doang.
Weh, lo kok gitu? Kok gitu? Kok kita kalah? Nggak bisa nih.
Kita kedua.
Ya maksudnya tadi kita nomor 1.
Ya, yit.
Oh, ada orang
di sana dik.
Ya sekui lah.
Sekui.
Ya Allah.
Mau sekoi sini pakai ini ke tempat gua.
Mana? Wah, anjing.
Mana Devin?
Enggak.
On the way. Ini gua mau RTG tapi kan gua enggak ini guys.
Iya.
Orang nih macam
ini guys.
Oh iya, Devin aja.
Ayo.
Come here.
Oh, gua pilih paling depan lagi nih.
1.
Itu dulu resource.
Oh, ini.
Gua enggak ada banget.
Ambil high ground.
1, 2, 3.
Ada orang di atasnya, ada nih 1.
Ada itu.
Anjir. Polar pick nembakin gua. Polar pick nembakin gua. Ya bete.
Gak ada mini, oi.
Gua ada.
Mana polar teh?
Arah west. Di ini nih, lihat gak? SW.
Gak lihat di klik aja.
Ya Allah.
Oke, gua baru lihat. 15 sudah putih.
Lele yang
Gua gak ada sniper.
Ada yang punya healing nggak?
Nih gua ada ini mini. Mana lo?
gendong.
Dari sono juga ada.
Darah kita masih 3-3 semua loh by the way.
Kalau 4 orang tuh gendong.
Yoi.
Gua mau ambil supply box dah.
Kecuali gua kan, Riz.
Yes. Orang pada pakai sniper enggak satu?
Tuh ada yang pakai glider.
Siapa yang mati? Si Berhak. Ada orang, Dik. Hati-hati, Dik.
Ya. Ntar gua heal.
Mati.
Gua ini dulu ya. Revive.
Nah, kita mau dianjurin pakai bow.
Berapa?
Turun, jangan terlalu tinggi.
Ntar ke polar pick sih.
Cuma kau naik member dia. Kau naik dia.
Terima kasih. Ini ada
Medkit.
medkit nih.
Mau dong.
Nggak tahu tuh,
Ada
ambil
2
lah.
enggak?
Cuma ada 1.
Satu.
Ya udah Udah pakai aja dik, pakai. Kata aku.
Itu suara apa anjir?
Depan jadi aku, oke.
Ada yang pakai impuls.
Ya,
arah itu. Oh, mereka nomor 1 ya di bawah, arah N. Bagus.
Arah mana sih N?
Ini yang kuning di bawah.
Oke.
Nice shot.
Bawah.
Laser.
SW. Belakang kita SW ya. Ini yang pakai
Nice.
bow di SW. Gun.
Nice. GG.
Orang bawa koin tadi.
Victory Royale.
ya Allah, kok bisa gitu?
Gue pipis dulu ya, Mbak.
Capek Bang Yopi ngangkat game.
Astaga.
Yang pesannya sudah goreng, silakan sudah bisa diambil.
Halo semua, kembali lagi sama gua Chris Sobrevin and welcome back to my Rainbow Six Siege video. Dan di video kali ini gua masih ditemenin sama dengan teman-teman gua. Ada Garit, ada Manca, ada Rizal, dan juga ada Fahri. Kita berlima kali ini bermain match biasa. Tapi karena ada Fahri dan Rizal yang carry, kita jadi jago. Tapi gua sama Manca mah tetap seperti biasa ya, ngetrol-ngetrol aja karena gua cukup. Nah kalau misalnya suka dengan video ini, jangan kasih like, share, dan subscribe juga tentunya. Subscribe juga ke semua channel teman-teman gue yang tersedia. Semua linknya ada di deskripsi di bawah. Ayo guys, ini video. Cheers guys and bye-bye.
Kenapa nggak Apex lagi Red? Soalnya ini rame-rame berlima. Lagian juga udah lama nggak main Rainbow Six tuh.
Is this real life? Is this fantasy?
Bang, jangan bugil nanti di ban YouTube loh. Bang, YouTube punya ada alergi sama bulu dada, po. CSGO wae, Pak. Aku udah pensi CSGO, terlalu banyak cheat.
Escape from reality.
Nah ini map favorit gua nih.
Awas lu nggak bisa ngekill di sini.
Oi, senang. Kalau gua nggak bisa ngekill di sini.
Slow atau tenang?
Selosang. Selosang.
Slow apa sih anjing?
Slow ya tenang.
Orang Jakarta kayak gitu semua kayaknya. Licis, literally.
Selosang ya kan.
What is the kamsud? Nah,
itu lu, kamsud mah lu doang, spesies langka.
Anoa.
matamu anoa so.
Iya. Iya.
Apa Reza Arab?
Dia tiarap.
Kenapa jadi Reza Arab?
Lu anjing budek. Dia tiarap.
Lihat nih, gua bunuh semua orang.
Mantap.
Waduh, dibunuh.
Gua udah lihat. Gua lihat.
Nice job, dude. Nice.
Konten sekali itu. Aduh.
Konten.
Besok minggu depan masuk deh video gue itu kayak.
Mantap. Gak ada loh, gak ada sedetik ngomong loh. Ngomongnya belum kelar itu.
Makanya gue juga kaget kan itu.
Wah, interogasi. Oh, tidak. Gimana dia? Oh, di atas.
Tuh gue scan.
Dari atas loh.
Ada kaviar lantai 3.
Hah? Dari mana nih boy?
Kaviar.
Dari atas lu.
Lantai 3.
Apa kata dia?
Lu ngidam kaviar, Bovin.
Salah. Maaf.
Olive oil. Pensir Helin.
Pensir skeleton.
Rit, jangan mati, Rit.
Sabar.
Mati itu kan.
Aduh.
Dia apa pangkatnya? Legend 3. Babi, Arkom bacot. Bacotin lah bodoh.
Hati-hati, Rit.
Lazada ada.
Salah pencet kebiasaan lu ini.
Oh di situ tet.
Oh. Kiri lu persis.
Sumpah mau gua knife kebiasaan main Apex.
Fuck you, Rit, fuck. Harusnya lu bisa.
Suruh dia beli BP. BP di Lazada.
Tombolnya gua beda-beda soalnya.
Kebiasaan Apex jadi pencet apa gua itu?
Apex aku pencet di mouse ini, mouse bar yang makro tuh loh.
Oh,
harusnya Q.
Rit, ngurangin Rit.
Apa? Diam.
Oh.
Gas lah lepel.
Pokoknya semua salah Apex Legend.
Tututin.
Lihat itu bakal kill orang. Tank.
Lihat nih, habis ini. Kalian belum lihat? Tadi gua siap.
Langsung melepel 2000 deh besok deh.
Iyain aja ya.
Kalian di depannya nggak apa-apa, gua sendiri masuk juga.
Iya, siap.
Dia senang apa mereka tuh?
Diamond 1 nggak guna, Diamond 2 nggak guna. Apa itu?
Siapa yang diamond? Untung gak ada diamond. Untung gak ada diamond.
Oh, platin.
Diamond.
Apa lu?
Gua kira diamond anjir.
Apa lu?
Nggak ada orang.
Menang aja guys. Gue yakin kita bisa.
Infonya jelek banget.
Titus Bonai.
Kenapa Titus Bonai?
Nyampe Titus Bonai.
Jangan Vin. Om, jangan om.
Gak sekalian Octomaniani.
Enggak apa-apa.
Bawa bola sampai garis.
Yalah,
Oh, Anik Hermansyah.
Anak Hermansyah.
Nama paling singkat Atep.
Kok Ateng sih? Lu mau main kartu ras sekarang?
Ateng.
Halo Nasuha.
Apa itu Nasuha?
Toto teh Natsuba mil apa?
Nasuha anjir, M Nasuha. Lu nggak tahu, Bu.
Enggak.
Sepak bola dulu tuh. Oh, yaudah. Budi Sudarsono.
Oh, tahu.
Jadi kok gendong dia.
Bukan pemain bola tuh.
Budi Sudarsono pemain bola anjir.
Gua taunya Hendro Kartiko.
Gua taunya ya.
Kevin Sanjaya tahu gua.
Ada yang kena gua punya ini.
Ada Caca belakangmu.
Anjing. Intens banget, Sok.
Gua mau ngomong lubang susah banget anjing.
Re. Ada gelas, Re.
Waduh.
Kadang malas kalau kita pakai ID besar di Kiko deh. Kalau orang ini kan rendah ya kan, rendah lo kan. Itu yang besar. Kalau kita pakai ID besar ini tidak enak juga ada.
Vin.
Kalau yang medal
terjadi
rendah
kalau lu kurang tidur?
Kalah kita disalahin.
Pusing kan?
Iya.
Coba lu ke depan pintu.
Jangan dong.
Enggak, serius. Nih.
Magnes tuh baik.
Dari bawah, dari bawah.
Itu sudah. Magnes tuh sudah. Tidak, bukan main ulti baik Magnes. Dedek kayak mana tuh? Nah, itu semua blank.
Dalam tidurmu.
Bang udah semangat aja dulu lagi. Padahal
Kenapa gitu?
mau jadi pen 5K aku malas lah.
Jangan pakai
Satu lagi di situ anjir.
Dulu kan defense 6 enak kalau 4.
Pusing. Oh, sekarang bisa deploy yokainya 2 biji ya?
Iya.
Oh.
Emang
Dulu cuma 1. Sisa glass doang ya?
Bukan, glass mati.
Glass mati, so tahu.
Maaf.
Apa lagi satu lagi? Pulse kayaknya pulse.
Oh, Pulse Defender goblok.
Lah.
Loh,
Oh, dan yang
dihancurin
mana sih?
anjing nggak sopan.
Satu lagi nggak tahu nih gua.
Lah kemana dia?
Enggak itu bukan itu.
Oh,
loh,
ini
masih.
si apa namanya? Maverick ya?
Ya, Maya Maverick belum mati anjir.
Dak.
Dor.
Nah, ada mah.
Dia ada BP juga dak?
Dor.
Dia ada dota plus dak?
Dor. Dor.
Anjing, Blackbeard ternyata.
Maya Blackbeard.
Iya.
Iya. Si Devin kayaknya lagi galau dari Dradika.
Hah?
Apa si Devin kayaknya lagi galau katanya salah satu.
Di tip ya?
Galau
Di tipnya tadi. Hah? Di tipnya tadi.
Kok Anda sotoy sama
Kok
kehidupan
nanya
saya?
balik sih anjing? Gue udah nyampein doang, gak suka aku digituin.
Lah macam mana kau ini? Kau harus jawab lah.
Mulai keluar aslinya.
Maaf, ke-trigger.
Ramadan tiba.
Tuh.
Harus maaf-maafan.
Oh, iya.
Ramadan ya. Bentar lagi loh Ramadan.
Malam Jumat guys, katanya gitu.
Vinka.
Si Fahri diem aja.
Biasa dia mah kalau main airsick tryhard terus.
Tryhard terus emang.
Hamzah. Fahri Hamzah.
Nggak ngerti gue.
Kenapa, Rik?
Di Apex katanya banyak cheaternya ya, Rit. Aku belum ketemu cheater tuh malahan.
Kakak adik. Wajar lah Rizal Fahri.
Kalau aku sering Red sama Ivan Red.
Apa chatnya?
Iya, SAMPE hack sama wall hack.
Itu kue yang subuh aja kali itu.
Enggak, serius.
Ada loh.
Pokoknya susah Rit kalau ada Rigel Rit.
Iya.
Itu bukan cheat itu.
Musuhnya nge-cheat.
Musuhnya nge-cheat tuh kalau ada Rigel tuh ya.
Di report semua ya.
Rigel emang the best.
Enggak, Gel, bercanda, Gel.
Bercanda, Gel.
Lihat nih,
Lihat nih. Nggak usah lah kita tuh lama-lama, nggak usah.
Manca nih.
Nggak usah.
Tandanya lo.
Wah, juga kaget gua.
Wow, ternyata di belakang saya.
How about stick together, man? 3 men. 3 squad left. 3 men. Watch it.
Oh, hancur.
Ya. Nonton doang gua main ini.
Mati lagi loh.
Kaget gua anjing.
Mati lagi dia.
Halo, sudah di dalam kan?
Udah.
Halo, live chat.
Lihat drone gua, musuhnya di situ.
Iya, mati.
Halo kan?
Gitu amat.
Halo.
Lihat nih, ada jebakan Batman.
Mana.
Oh, dia nggak ini terus kelempar gitu ya? Lempar kena claymore.
Ini atas sini nih.
chat.
Lama nih orangnya nih.
Mau lewat. Fahri dari dalam ya? Dari tadi sudah dibilang kan.
Dari keluarga baik-baik deh.
Aduh, sorry. Bentar. Gue mau setup trap.
Waduh.
Revive aja, dia di situ.
Tolong!
Dua-duanya.
Kristalin jembet! Tolong! Kristalin jembet!
Sabar.
Sini dingin.
Oh.
Yes,
di sini dingin.
Anjing.
Di sini dingin.
Di sini
Apa yang pernah
dingin.
mendengarkan?
Tolong.
Kan biasanya kalau lagi sekarat kayak gitu, so aku lihat di TV di film-film gitu.
Di sini gelap.
Di sini
Jangan ke cahaya, Cak. Jangan ke cahaya, Cak.
Jangan ke cahaya, Cak, ke api.
Jangan ke cahaya, Cak.
Kenapa Remi?
Ya kowe.
Apa sih? Oh ras
kemarin.
Walah.
3 kali sampai pensi dia tuh nggak mau main lagi.
Aku udah ceritain Ivan.
Dibacok, dibakar, absu.
Kan udah aku bilang dia bangun di lingkaran setan.
Persembahan ya.
Persembahan.
Kurban.
Dia baru
Matas
bangun dari
lah sama
kamar
Flan.
tidur itu udah api di sekelilingnya tuh, udah nginjek bara tuh.
Dia dengan polosnya lari langsung dulu.
Bangke badun cu.
Anda Awas!
Pikir nggak?
Awas, gue pengen lewat.
Coba badun, Mbak.
Ini gue pasang.
Nah ini nggak jadi.
Cara buka karakter di R6 gimana? Beli, pakai duit in game bisa kok.
Pakai ID chain aja, Mbak.
Main Overwatch bang, nanti
Waduh.
dengar Overwatch udah mau
Kena
gratis nih.
semua, Zal. Sengaja.
Overwatch sudah mau gratis nanti aja. Kalau udah gratis Overwatch.
Oh,
Apaan?
GTA. GTA nggak?
Wah itu BD-nya nggak ngerti.
Emang.
Ya sudah, ayo. Kita mau ngapain? Kita mau ngapain di GTA? Ngerusuh doang apa ngapain?
Ya, santai-santai ya.
Tahu lagi. Sekarat itu dia. Asu. Sampai kadar. Astun sih dulu. Nah lu Krono yang udah pasti mati aja nggak apa-apa. Cuma 1 orang doang juga nggak ada yang. Lah mati ya. Ngapain itu kandas tuh? Iya, paket lengkap gak lu? Baru nggak balas.
Main mobil apa kita malam ini ya?
Steamnya on ya bener? Asu hampir bolak balik dong. Kita tarik aja masih ada. Wow, udah
Sumpah ini goblok banget sih. Kontol. Aduh, semua tolol banget asli. Oke lah, gak usah marah. Gue udah aktifin mod, ntar gue udah mod dulu.
Ini tadi yang minta saya beli di Rosan siapa? BKB. Makanya. BKB.
Lu di mana toh? Aduh, gue coba.
Bodoh.
Apaan sih? Ini ngapain?
Aku udah ngomong sama Mas.
Kenapa ya abang lu? Kenapa ya abang lu? Tuh.
Mintanya langsung biar bete dia. Mit.
Tok balapannya tuh ini tuh balapan yang di event tuh, yang di job mau nggak?
Apaan sih?
Balapan yang di itu loh, apa yang di job itu deh.
Rosanya nggak usah diambil, Cuk. Rosanya jangan diambil.
All Morse Mutual operators are on.
Kemang Hes yuk, diajakin Hes. Mau Hes nggak?
Ikhlas sih.
Yuk.
Wancur.
Nah,
Wajib anjir.
Go fuck yourself, anjing galak amat ya cewek-cewek di GTA anjing.
Aso lagi barang tempe.
Gue belum download mod ini.
Nggak usah buat apa sih, udah ada backup.
Emang bisa orang 5.
Oke.
Dia belum
Ya udah. Nggak usah.
Nggak berasa.
Jangan si Han, si Henry sama si itu mau datang. Siapa namanya? Oza yang kemarin yang orang biarkan.
Iya.
ready nani.
Nggak usah bikin link, kan bikin ionis, bikin ionis.
This is our house.
Pepe push. Pepe push. Go mid and strike mid. Strike mid.
Itu ledakin aja, ledakin daripada nggak pakai.
Strike mid, strike mid.
Tesla bisa diceperin nggak ya?
Dia kena areanya ini.
Strike mid. Strike mid. Kasih. No Pepe.
Ledakin cok, kena